Hey, what's up everyone? This is going to be a RA2 game, an Urban Rush. My allies for Soviet. And as you know, this is a game where you just gotta rush. You gotta get to the center as fast as possible. Build toward the center, rally point toward the center. Well, usually, I try to get the first house to me. Because trying to get the far house, you can't really do it with just a good Soviet. It's kind of funny. The better the Soviet is, the like inches the Soviet dog will be ahead. Like if a Soviet player is just a little bit better than another Soviet player, his dog will be like a couple of feet ahead. Well, you can say feet because it's zoomed out. A couple of feet ahead of another dog. And if it's a really good player, his dog will be right in your like almost like in your building with a conscript in there. Like it's kind of weird though. Like the first 5 seconds of the game, you can tell how good the player is. Kind of, but I mean that's a little too much of a way to determine, kind of. But when I get in this building, so these dogs, he might. I try see if I can anti-scout him, and I don't have the one building that anti-scouts that dog. I want to get in there so he can. Those are the 2 most important buildings, or the one in the one where my GI is going in right now, and the one that just got blown up are the 2 most important buildings on the map. If you know that, then it's going to give you a lot of information of what to do, like what building to go for. And sometimes you can't get the. I noticed in Use Revenge, the oil will blow up that building in 1 shot. But in RA2 it won't. And you really shouldn't be moving his MCV there. He thinks that he could get it. That's not a good idea. He's gonna move his MCV to the middle, and you should move it to the top and another refinery. So when you lose 1 miner from war, straight rush. You could sell MCV. You could sell MCV on 2 miners or 3 miners. 3 miners would be 1 miner from war, or you could go for a 4th miner. And in a crazy situation, you get a lab in tech, but that's really rare. I think a lot of like new players did it. I did it when I was like less experienced. I used to like have lab versus lab in this map, and when you're like trying to kill the person as fast as possible in the rush map, battle lab is not likely, but possible. He can't really do anything with his MCV there. It's not a good spot for it. And I barely got in the building. Now I'm gonna kill that sentry gun, the sanitary gun. I used to call it that. So yeah, so I'm gonna blow up that barracks. That's a bad spot. He should just sell his MCV. I mean, the one important building that his miners have to go through, it's not there. Like I blew up the building that like if I got in the building that's blown up right now, he'd be screwed. And he tried to sell his MCV to make an engineer to go in that airport, and my GI in the building killed him.
Unit ready. On hold.
Okay, so what you want to do right now is, I was holding off on making a radar, so I didn't get out-tanked. You could get out-tanked pretty easily versus Soviet, not too hard on any map. Now I want to repair my tanks, since they like touched a lot of stuff.
Structure abandoned.
Give him the full health and then tank bash him. He doesn't really need an MCV, so he did lose some time. He didn't really get hurt that bad as bad as it looks. He lost the barracks and the sentry gun and sold his MCV and lost the engineer. That's it. I mean, other than that, he's really didn't lose anything more than that. And he sold his MCV. Right? He didn't get the MCV blown up. He sold it. So he doesn't need the MCV. He's got 3 miners. 3 miners. That's all you need in this map. 4th miner is kind of a little iffy. It pays off if you could utilize it. But okay, now he's shooting a building. I really don't want him to shoot the buildings. But I was kind of focusing on repairing my tanks. So he got. Should have let him done it, but that's not gonna kill me. Maybe it won't. So I'm gonna tank bash. I've got dogs in there. Make sure I don't run into the miners. If I run into the miners right now with his tanks and miners, I could die. But the miner was alone, yet needed a tank, so I went in. With tanks and miners, I would lose the tank fight definitely. If it were at the same time. Now I'm gonna try to paradrop myself. Got 1 plane. Notice I'm making a plane, not a flak truck. I want to get these tanks repairing. I don't have to kill them immediately. With my tanks because I could delay for a minute because my miners are still getting money. But when my miners run out of money, and then I gotta go toward the middle, then it's a problem. So I got like a minute. while I could keep mining and repair my tanks. I'm gonna let one miner go there. Actually, I got nervous and beamed it back. I might let one miner go there because if it's just one, you could save it. But if you let too many miners go to the patches that are near his tanks, you can't usually save it. Now I'm gonna keep shooting at one plane. And the reason why I make a plane stronger than Rocketeer in this situation is because one flag truck nullifies the Rocketeer, even two Rocketeers. One plane, he has to make. He can't really nullify. I know that's a weird word, nullify. He can't really nullify one plane without like 3 flag trucks, sometimes 2. See how I could get him at a big pair drop and almost win the game if I get this. Get that? He's just gonna have to attack me. He can't make anything more. He's like out of his barracks. So he's in a lot of trouble. Now all I gotta do is hold him off and I win. Now I gotta make sure my tanks are grouped. So it looks like I got way more tanks than him. The word nullify, what I'm trying to say is I got this from this game called Hex. It's like a weird board game that people in Romania play. Yeah, from a Polish website. Like I know it sounds weird, but like nullify is it's like a really weird board game. So I don't know if that word. I'm using that word, and it's like a play with all these Romanian people. Actually, that'd be cool to make a video of that, of these weird board games from this Polish website. It's called. It used to be called PlayOK.com, but I don't know. I don't know if it's still up or what. Anyway. So he's trying to repair that building. He's got a lot of conscripts. You know he doesn't have the airplane. He still has a lot of conscripts. So he's gonna make it hard for me to go toward him. But I guess all he could really do is make mass infantry. He can make mass Tesla troopers, but if he stays alive long enough to do it. So, but the funny thing is, I'm having trouble finishing him off because he's got the buildings there and he's doing the split. Enough, he got my refinery. So it looks like he's going for a base trade. That's like the only way he could win. Okay, and I shot that building like a retard. I should have not done that. It looks like he might win the base trade. Like, if I can't sell that, I won't be able to make money, and he can make out of his barracks. So it looks like I'm losing the game. If you look what just happened, I lost my refinery. I can't make money. I can't make money, and he has 3 miners, and he can spam infantry. So basically, if I don't kill him quick, I lose the game. And I was getting a little too comfortable. And the funny thing is, I was like kind of thinking I got the game won. So so I got his barracks. So now he can't do mass infantry. Good. But now I was like focused on this GI, so I lost my miners. Yeah, see, he almost made a comeback actually. He filled up this buildings really well. Now I'm gonna do a tank split. All I gotta do is keep some things in my base and go and have the rest go for his buildings. I really don't need that many tanks there, but yeah. But the fact that I actually, and he engineered my barracks, so I moved my MCB. So he almost pulled a fast one. I mean, almost pulled a fast one. All I gotta do is kill a sentry gun. I didn't see that. He engineered my barracks and got all my miners offline. Got all my refineries, and I couldn't afford a new one. So close call, but good game.
You are victorious.